What is going on YouTube? But Great Blades here, and today I'm going to be reviewing this guy, the Maxace Neptune. Let's start with an overall measurement of the size here. So overall size on the Neptune here, if you measure all the way out to the glass breaker, we're looking at about 9.1 inches. If you just measure to the very end, we're looking at about 8.9 inches. Overall measurement on the blade here, looking at just shy of 3 inches, about 3.8 inches, with about 3.75 inches of cutting edge. Do a measurement on the blade stock thickness here. Looking at about 120 thousandths. We'll check the other side too, since it is dagger ground, just to check. And about 120 thousandths. So pretty even grind, at least in terms of thickness there. Do a measurement on the weight here. So weight, looking at about 4.85 ounces there. We'll do a quick size comparison with the Demco 20.5 with OG scale, so I'll link them down below as well. And then also the QSP Penguin. So compared to both of these knives here, it is bigger, much bigger than something like the QSP Penguin, and then even bigger still than the 20.5. So this is definitely a full-size knife. Do a quick carry profile compared to the 20.5 here. What's the best way to do this? So it is thicker. Hold on. It is thicker than the 20.5, not by a huge amount, but a little bit. And then compared to the QSP Penguin, it is also just a little bit thicker. So in terms of thickness, it's not too terrible. Let's see. So it does have a glass breaker on it. I haven't tried to remove it, but I imagine that you probably can. Sorry, just to edit there real quick. I was talking about the glass breaker. I haven't tried to remove it, but I believe that you can. I'm not sure what kind of screw or what kind of threads they're using to hold it in place, but I imagine if you really wanted to, you could remove that and replace it with just something on the end there if you don't want the glass breaker. The pocket clip is not reversible, but in this case it doesn't particularly matter since the switch is on the top side. So lefties, I mean, you'll feel the pocket clip in your fingers here, versus as a righty you'll feel it in your palm on the underside here. But actuating it even left-handed, oops, little misfire there. Let's see. Okay, we're good. I definitely need to clean this though. I haven't cleaned it since I got it, but as I was saying, lefties, you can use it too. and even I was able to deploy it and retract it here with my left hand, even though I'm not left-handed, so it's really not that bad. The clip is just like I said, it's not reversible, and it is only tip down. Sorry, tip down carry. Again, that doesn't really bother me, but for some people maybe that does. But to me, it's not a big deal. The frame is made out of aluminum, and the pocket clip is steel, I believe. Do I have a magnet anywhere? I don't have a magnet near me, but I believe the pocket clip is steel. Doesn't feel like titanium, but again, that doesn't really bother me either. The blade is made of SLD Magic, and this one in particular is the dagger grind. They did just somewhat recently release, at least in terms of when I'm recording this, a Tanto version of this, which I think is pretty cool. But at the time when I got this, they only had the dagger grind. And if you look there, I mean, it's not 100% perfect, but it is pretty good, especially considering how cheap this is. Or sorry, inexpensive, I should say. Cheap kind of sounds bad. How inexpensive this is, you know, that's pretty good. You know, they did a pretty decent job lining that up. They also have these sort of like textured, almost grip tape like pockets on the middle there for both sides to give you a little bit of extra grip, which is nice. It's not super aggressive though. It's not, you know, going to tear up your pants or anything like that, which I appreciate. This one, of course, is a double action OTF, so if you guys are new to OTFs, there's two different kinds. There's single action and double action. Double action means that when you push the button or actuate the button, it slides the blade out, and then when you pull it back, it pulls the blade back out. Single action would be you just hit the button or the switch that they have on there, it'll shoot the blade out, and you'll have to manually kind of cock it. Think of, you know, like the Microtech Halos, you know, those are single action. So this was, of course, made by Maxace, which means it was manufactured in China. If that's a problem for you, then don't buy it, but if that doesn't bother you, then I think you're getting a pretty excellent deal, because most of the other sort of budget OTFs that you can get that are out of China are pretty lackluster, we'll say, you know, to say the least. But this one's actually really, really solid. And of course, it's a pretty good size as well, which is nice. So in total, these were $108 brand new, which is a very excellent deal. While there, like I said, there are other companies that make OTFs and double action OTFs specifically in China, they're not good quality, even at this price point, or even a little bit above this. They're usually really, really awful. They're just put together terribly, you know, lots of QC issues. The power is lackluster. The blades are usually like 420C, you know, which is stainless, and I guess it's nice. It's super easy to sharpen, but it's kind of like cutting paper with a banana peel. The edge retention there is awful. You can get it to a pretty good edge, but it won't keep its edge at all. But SLD Magic is pretty good. It's similar to sorry, quick edit there because I was losing my train of thought and rambling on. SLD Magic is kind of similar to D2, which, you know, is fine. Kind of like it's another like tool steel made in Japan. Actually, I think it's like a modified version of, I think it's SKD11. So kind of similar to D2. I think it has a little bit different chromium content though, but still pretty similar. But I don't believe it's necessarily stainless, but still a good tool steel, you know, and still a good sort of budget steel, and definitely better than 420J that you'll pay, or 420C or any of those ones for similar priced OTFs. Maxace is usually pretty good at that, and they've used SLD Magic before. People like it, so it's not too bad. I honestly love this OTF. So I actually got this on the secondary market. I got this from one of my friends in Metal Complex's Discord channel. He got it, and you know, he liked it, but it wasn't really for him. And he sold it to me for, you know, a little bit cheaper than brand new, even though he only like actuated it a couple times and then decided it wasn't really quite for him. He just kind of wanted to check it out, but yeah, he sold it to me for a little bit cheaper, so I got it for a little bit less. I think, I don't know, $100, $90, something like that. But even at the full 108, you know, like $110 basically price, this is a phenomenal knife. And it being a full size, even with my tiny hands, you know, being a full size, a true full size OTF for, you know, sub 150 and sub 200 especially is excellent. And it's really easy to deploy. I definitely, like I had mentioned earlier, I definitely need to clean it out, spray some Reb oil in it, probably, but even still, it is very, very easy to actuate. You know, the sort of, if I can catch it here, the texture that they have on the button is not super aggressive, but it is just grippy enough to give you meaningful traction on it. And it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's angled nicely, so you can catch it, but it's not gonna, you know, tear up your fingers, you know, and it's easy to use. Overall, I think this is a really, really solid OTF for the price. You know, if you guys like Maxace knives in general, then you're already pretty familiar that they do great quality work at a very nice price, and this one is no exception to that. But I think that's pretty much it. I don't really think I have anything else to add to this. I would like to see maybe some other color options. This one's kind of like it's hard to accurately describe and catch on video, but in person it's kind of like a gray, but if the light catches it right, it almost looks like a very, very dark kind of OD green. But I do kind of wish they would do some other colors as well. You know, even just like a solid black, or maybe some other just kind of fun colors. But this one's nice too. But I think that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys have the Maxace Neptune? Do you guys like it? What do you guys think about the price? You know, if you guys are more familiar with SLD Magic, definitely, you know, leave some comments down below about that, because I'll be honest, I'm not the most knowledgeable in terms of different knife steels and things like that. That's not really what I focus on, but let me know what you guys think. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're interested. I'll be posting more knife review videos here well into the new year coming up here as well. That's gonna be it. Have a good one. Bye.